Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
Hi, this is Ron Kinscherf with Lundy River News. Welcome to the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Rober and Phillips Attorneys at Law and Mercantile Bank. Today, we're talking to a couple of guys that run Integrity Community Transport, Jay Albert and Landon Tenhouse. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, so Integrity Community Transport, what is the model of this? What are you guys doing here?
So Integrity Community Transport at the moment is currently primarily providing what we call non-emergency medical transportation.
Okay.
So and that pretty much involves anybody that's being discharged from a hospital, anybody that needs to go to medical appointments, or anybody that has a medical need and they can't make it around town by normal modes of transportation, just in a regular passenger seat of a vehicle.
Okay. So where'd the idea come from for this?
So the idea came. Me and Landon have been in the emergency medical services for about a decade now. Landon a little over a decade. So in doing EMS work, we realized that there was a great need for just medical transportation in general, especially in rural areas, and obviously in Quincy, we're a pretty isolated rural area over here. So with that being said, there's not another non-emergency medical transportation provider in this area.
So explain to me the need, though. So are you talking about like somebody taking their grandfather to an appointment, or what are we talking about here?
Sure,
Landon,
yeah.
let's let you talk.
Yes, so it'd be just taking anybody that's handicapped. A lot of times, a lot of our patients are going to be wheelchair bound or bed confined,
right?
And we'll take them to and from an appointment. Especially the bed confined before we were in town. Their only option would have been to call an ambulance and take them via stretcher.
Okay,
and that's much more expensive than going with our company. Because not necessarily that they need the medical monitoring, they just needed a ride to the hospital.
So are these people still at home, nursing homes, assisted living, or all of the above?
It could be a variety.
Okay.
We get patients that are being discharged from hospitals. We have people that call us privately that want to go from their own residence to a doctor's appointment, or we'll get people that need to go long distance. Maybe somebody that's going from one nursing facility to another. We've done several transports that were very long distance. I think Rochester, Minnesota, being our
really. You at the Mayo?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's another question. So you do longer distance type transports?
Yes, sir. We have even quoted people to take them back to Florida for them when they retired. They wanted to go back. They're handicapped and wanted to go anywhere in the country.
Okay. So you guys have 3 vehicles that are handicap accessible, right? So can you define what that means?
Yes, sir. So the 3 vehicles that are handicap accessible, we are able to transport somebody in a wheelchair. So they'll have a lift or ramp in the back that allow us to push them straight up into the vehicle and secure them to the vehicle while still remaining in their wheelchair.
Okay.
One of the 3 also is stretcher capable, and that one can also use a stretcher or wheelchair, either one at that time.
Now, are there specific certifications and stuff like that you guys need? And do you need like a ambulance license or something like that to do this transport?
For the regular wheelchair transports, there's no regulation wrapped around that. We do certify our drivers in NIMTAC, which is Non-Emergency Medical Transportation Accreditation Commission. So we certify our drivers, and that's the only accredited course for that.
Okay.
As far as stretcher transportation, that is something that is licensed by IDPH. We are appropriately licensed as needed.
And the one thing you mentioned, you do overnight stays or something like that?
Overnight stays.
Or you take people farther away, like you mentioned, anywhere in the country, so that would make a few days of transport.
Right. So anything, we'll do anything that somebody's going to need reasonably. So if need be, then we'll organize that. If we need to make a stop at a hotel, or if we need to have an extended transport time, we'll make sure that we have enough drivers to be able to accommodate that.
So one thing that led us to have this conversation is some of the, I don't know if it's necessarily insurance or something like that people can use to help fund their need for Integrity Community Transport, correct?
We've been having an extreme issue with getting in network with some of those Medicaid MCO plans. And now we're starting to get into the nitty-gritty,
Right.
the terminology here. The MCO plans are the ones that are provided by Aetna, Molina, Meridian, and unfortunately, they don't provide transportation themselves. They provide transportation through transportation brokers. If anybody's ever heard of MTM or Motive Care, those are the transportation brokers that we have to deal with.
So you partner with those guys?
We're supposed to. All right, so we have been trying to get in contract with those guys for about 2 years now.
Oh, wow.
Is
Okay.
what we've been working on, and unfortunately, both of them have said that there's not enough of a need in our area.
Is that right?
That's absolutely wrong. You
Okay.
know? And again, in doing EMS for a long time, we've found that need in this area. Anybody that does discharges from hospitals that needs to get even their grandmother to an appointment that's on Medicaid can't do it because there's such a need.
Okay.
And it's very profound. I think the reason for that though is because they don't have the numbers to be able to show that that there is such a need in this area. They're only going off their numbers.
Yeah.
If there's not a company in the area to be able to provide for that need, then people are calling, they're not getting transports, or they're finding other means of transportation.
It's like the chicken and the egg thing, isn't it? They don't know until they
Exactly.
do it, but they won't do it because they don't know.
Exactly.
Right. So is there any third-party billing that you guys do accept or are certified to accept right now?
So at the moment, we can take the baseline Illinois HFS Medicaid.
Okay.
So we are certified through the state to be able to provide Medicaid transportation. But it has to be within 10 miles of Quincy, Illinois, and it has to be Illinois Medicaid, not an MCO plan like Marina, Aetna,
Okay.
Motive Care, or sorry.
You're good.
Meridian.
Are you looking to like add Missouri or something like that to that list?
So we are trying to do that also, and they've told us that there's no need in the Hannibal
Oh, my
region
Lord.
either.
Okay.
Absolutely. We're running the same issue.
We would already been in Hannibal at this time if they would have allowed us to take transfers over there.
Again, this is just an idea. Have you talked to like congressmen and stuff like that?
We're working on it currently. So right now we're working on trying to get some data, and we've also got a petition going around currently that can be accessed through our website, integritycommunitytransport.com/Medicaid, or by visiting our Facebook page. So if the more petition data that we can get, so it's a petition and questionnaire if you would like.
Right.
So if anybody has any experience with trying to organize Medicaid transportation for themselves, for a family member, maybe they do it professionally through a facility, then they can go on there and try to provide some of that data to us so that we can present that to a congressman.
Got a couple more questions. Do you have partnerships with like the nursing homes and stuff like that? They're aware of who you are and things like that?
We do business with most nursing homes in the area.
Do they bill through the nursing home then, or is it a separate?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes, yep.
so that's good. And then as far as billing goes, you mentioned you're cheaper than the hospital, but obviously you guys have to pay bills and want to keep things going. So do you say no to people? Or I guess that's a hard question to ask, but
Unfortunately, I mean, at this time, transportation in general is an expensive endeavor. So there are some people that we have to turn away.
Yeah, it's too bad.
We don't
It is.
particularly want to, but again, that's why we're trying to provide for that Medicaid transportation as well, because that's going to help out the populations
Okay.
that unfortunately we have to turn away the most at this time.
But the only way they know is to contact you guys, right?
Absolutely.
And they could do that through your website.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
Landon, and you have a phone number, right?
Correct.
Do you know the phone number, Landon?
Nope. I knew you were going to ask me that.
It's 217-334-0009.
Jay, I'm wondering why you even brought him. So, hey, that's a great story, guys. Thanks for coming in and sharing what you guys are doing. And good luck
Absolutely.
to you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jay Albert, Landon Tenhouse. I'm Ron Kinscherf. This has been the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Mercantile Bank and Roburn and Phillips, attorneys at law.
Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.